students. Today we are going to discuss about one more topic about biology. Before entering in our topic, let me discuss some questions. Have you saw your mummy is going to prepare some food items in kitchen? Have you observed any day? Okay, I will explain. While she is going to prepare food, dinner, lunch, tiffin, anything, she is going to use some ingredients. About that ingredients, she is going to use everything just like vegetables. If she want to prepare some curries, is used everything directly, everything? No. What she may do? First she may going to clean the food items, vegetables, then cut into small pieces. Before cutting, she is going to peel out the all unnecessary materials. Why? Because they are unnecessary to our food only. So it is necessary, she is going to peel out the all unwanted extras or unwanted material, peel out the outer layer. Why? Because it's not absorbed by our body. Same way, in preparation of your coffee or tea, we are going to add a number of material, but is everything is going to consume directly? No. Coffee is going to filtered. If you prepare the tea, we may add number of materials like tea leaves, sugar, milk, water, everything. But before consuming, we are going to filter it. Why? Here also a number of materials like tea leaves are not absorbed by our body. It's not give good taste also while you consume it. So it is necessary to filter. Same way water. We are going to use a number of filtrates now to filter the water. Why? Here also in a water, a number of materials like number of microorganisms, dust particles are maybe mixed. So it is necessary to filter the water, then only we are going to consume it. So by a number of examples, here I want to say you, if anything we want to consume, it is necessary to peel out or remove the number of unwanted material which is not absorbed by our body. In the same way, if you see into the factories also, is any factory is there which can produce any new product without any waste? No, absolutely no. There are a number of factories. We are going to use a number of raw material to produce one new product, but during this production, in a number of intervals, a number of waste is all going to produce. And in the factories, this all waste may be separated and finally excreted from their factory as a waste only. So your body also one of the factory only now. A number of mechanisms are going on. A number of productions are going to form. In your body, in your previous classes we learn it. Your body is made by number of cells. So while this removal process is going on, every cell is participate to remove the unwanted material or waste material or the material which is not able to absorb by our body, used by our body. These all materials are, it is necessary to remove it. Why it is necessary to remove it? Because if everything should put into your body, one fine day it's converted as a toxin. See in your houses, every day a huge number of garbage is collected. Every waste product we put onto a garbage basket or bin, dustbin. At the end of the day, what we do it? We throw it into a dumping yard. Why? Why we should not put all the waste in your houses? Because next day it going to give a very bad smell. So with that bad smell, we are not able to stay at our home. So make your house so hygiene, clean. It is necessary to wash out the all unwanted or all garbages, all dust particles or waste particles, and next day morning we dump onto the dumping bin only. Same thing throughout the daytime or in a time to time, a number of waste products are produced from your body, and your body is going to remove this all waste as a waste product. So the process to push out this all waste material from your body, that process we call them excretion. What is meaning by excretion? Removal of waste from our body is now excretion. So in this lesson, we are going to discuss about this excretion, the wastage disposing system. So in our body, like digestion, we have one system. Number of organs are participating there to make digestion process complete. Same way, respiration. Here also number of organs are participating. In a number of steps, the process is going to complete. Then, in previous class, we learned it about circulation. Means, the blood has to be supplied to each and every part of your body. For complete that function, here also number of organs are participating. Throughout that all organs, they make one systematic function is going to complete. So same way, here also in a number of places, what are the waste is going to produced in your body, it may be removed in number of intervals through a process that we call them excretion, the wastage disposing system. Let me see what are this system, how this system may work, which organs are participating to remove this all waste, how they may work, what are their structure, what are their functions, how they may look like, how they may do such functions. Let me see. So dear students, we are talking about excretion, the wastage disposing system. So in your body, to remove a huge amount of waste, there is an organ, the main excretory organ, that is nothing but kidneys. That is nothing but kidney. A number of organs are there in our body. They are helpful to remove the all wastage. But along with that all, the main excretory organ is kidneys only. Because kidney only play important role to complete this system. And a huge amount of waste may be filtered through your kidney only. So let me see and let me discuss what are the other organs which may remove the waste from your body. About that all we discussed in a very small way, but in this lesson in a detailed we are going to study about this main excretory organ, that is a kidney. Students, as I said, we have a number of other excretory organs in your body. Like you see, your skin also a excretory organ. Your liver also a excretory organ. Your lungs also a excretory organ. At the same time, your intestine also a excretory organ. But from these all organs, a small scales of waste should be released. Like from your skin, what waste should be come outside? The waste comes out as a sweat only. And through the sweat, what may come? A small quantity of salts may comes and extra water may come outside. And very small amount of urea also come through a sweat only. Like that, from your lungs, while you respire, during respiration, one process is going on. In previous class we learned it, that is oxidation of food. oxidation of food. So there, during oxidation of food, a material in the form of gases, that is mainly carbon dioxide, mainly carbon dioxide, and a small quantity of moisture, that is nothing but water, and a small amount of heat should be released. So that carbohydrate metabolism taken place during respiration, as a result, a small quantity of heat is produced, a small quantity of water may produce, and a huge amount of carbon dioxide may be removed through your body. Okay, now can you understand? So lungs also play important role for a excretion of carbon dioxide, heat, and water. Let me see what happened in a liver. How liver may helpful as a excretory organ. During protein metabolisms, a number of pigments is excreted from your liver in the form of bilirubin, ammonia, urea. So this bilirubin is a pigment, but ammonia and urea is excreted as a waste only. From your large intestine also, they are going to excrete a number of salts, otherwise called electrolytes, and water is removed from your large intestine. So like that, from your different parts of your body, lungs, liver, large intestine, skin, these also excretory organs, but they may excrete in a small quantity of waste. So the main excretory organ in your body is kidney only. So is only animals are going to excrete the product? No. Plants also may excrete the waste products in the process of excretions. Clear now? How the plants may excrete the products? Okay, during photosynthesis, they may remove or they may release out the oxygen. Clear now? You may saw now, in number of times, in number of dry leaves are going to fell down from the plants. So the fell down of leaves also a removal of waste material from the plant only in the form of fell down of the leaves only. Then some number of fruits also fell down from the trees. So the falling down of these fruits, falling down of these leaves, removal of from that stem part, bark is going to come outside. So the removal of bark is all also a sign of removal of waste from the plant body. Clear now? So in a detail we learn it in a section, but now we are going to discuss the main excretory organ, that is a kidney. Students, as we know, living organisms need energy. And how they may get this energy? Very good. Through food only. So while they are consuming the food, what happened here? The body is consume the food, and that food may be helpful to build up their body. So the process, when they build up their body, such process we call them anabolism. Anabolism. Ana means to build up. Okay. While they consume this food, is the food may be absorbed by throughout the body? No. The food should first break down into simple form. So the breakdown of the food into simple form, such process is called catabolism. Catabolism. Okay. The formation of food, like photosynthesis, their food is going to form. Such process is called anabolism, formation. When the food should be break down into simple form, that breaking of food is called catabolism. These two activities together is called metabolism. Is called metabolism. So what is metabolism? Consuming of food and break down into simple form. Why it is necessary? To provide energy. To provide energy. So during this metabolism, what is going to release? Energy is going to release, and this energy is utilized by every living organism to perform a different life process. For a different activities, living bodies need energy, and that energy comes or supplies to living body during metabolism. From this energy, every system may be functions normally. Clear now? So, during metabolism, energy is released and that energy is utilized by the body to perform a different life processes. During this all life processes, in a different places, a number of waste should be produced, and that all waste should be removed out in the process of excretions. So, this excretion, that was a Latin word. Excretion word is a Latin word. So, in Latin, ex means out and crinera means shift. Shift means push out. Push out. So, in simple, what is the definition of excretion? Removal of waste from living body is excretion. In simple, what is the excretion definition? Removal of waste from a living body is excretions. So, let me see one more definition of excretions. The elimination of metabolic waste from living body is excretions. So, during metabolism, a number of waste should be produced. From where? Like from lungs, CO2 and a small quantity of water. At the same time, during carbohydrate metabolism, what is going to produce? CO2 and water. CO2 and water. During protein metabolism, what is going to produce? Is going to produce a nitrogenous waste. That waste either ammonia or urea or uric acid. So, these are a nitrogenous waste. So, during protein metabolism, which waste is going to produce from our body? That is nitrogenous waste. Nothing but ammonia, urea, uric acids. These all waste should be removed from your body. Why it is necessary to remove these all waste from your body? To maintain the steady condition of your body, to make the ion balance in your body, to maintain the water balance in your body. It is necessary to remove these all waste, either nitrogenous waste or this carbohydrate metabolic waste. What is the carbohydrate metabolic waste? CO2 and water. So, why excretion is important? Why excretion is necessary? To maintain the steady state of your body, and such condition we call them homeostasis. What we call them? Homeostasis. Homeostasis is nothing but to maintain the constant temperature, constant water balance, constant other material in your body. It is necessary to remove the all waste. Now I have a question. Is all animals are release the same type of waste material? Absolutely no, because based on their circumstance, based on their surroundings, based on the type of food they are consuming, a different organisms are releasing a different type of waste only. The basic nitrogenous waste is ammonia only, but a number of other organisms which release a different type of waste only. Based on that, all animals are grouped into basically 3 groups. So, based on the excretory matter, the all animals are categorized into 3 groups. Clear now? So, the first group of animals are called a monotelic. They are called a monotelic. Second group of animals are called ureotelic or animals. And third group of animals are called uricotelic organisms. So, how they may categorize? Based on the excretory matter, what are excreted from their body, based on that, all organisms are categorized into 3 groups. A monotelic organism, ureotelic organism and uricotelic organisms. So here a monotelic organism, what type of excretory matter they are released? Mainly they are going to release the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. Same time, uricotelic animals, they may release the nitrogenous waste in the form of urea. And this ureotelic organism, they may release the waste, nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acids. So, based on the excretory matter, organisms are how many groups? 3 groups. Okay. Examples of a monotelic organisms, they are a mostly aquatic insects, fishes and tadpoles are the organism which release the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. And in case of ureotelic organism, examples are mammals, all mammals, shark, fishes, they are release their nitrogenous waste in the form of urea. And third group, which may release the uric acid as a nitrogenous waste, examples are birds, insects and reptiles. In case of this third group, they may maintain the loss of water. To maintain the loss of water from their body, they release this all waste in the form of pellets. In the form of pellets or in the form of paste. Why they may remove as in the form of pellets? To prevent the loss of water from their body, they may release this nitrogenous waste in the form of pellets or paste only. So, like that, a number of organisms, they may release this excretory product in a different forms. But out of this all nitrogenous waste, ammonia is so poisonous. Ammonia is so poisonous. So, here now let me discuss what type of excretion may be excreted in human being and in which condition what are the materials are going to release or remove the waste from blood. So, students, let's have a look what are the waste product is released and what are the components are present in our blood and how they are going to remove from our body. So, if you take a one blood report and you may analysis the blood report from a biochemistry lab department. So, in our blood, what are the ranges are present in our blood and what are the components are present in our blood. So, here if you take a one blood test, in a blood test we find out during fasting condition we find the glucose material in a 82 mg milligrams. But naturally, what are the range we required? 60 to 100 milligram per deciliter we required. That means it is a normal in condition. It is a normal in condition. Then second, the salts which are present in our blood. The salts are sodium, potassium, then some of the chlorides, urea, creatinine, uric acids. So, here you may see per mg in milligram per deciliters. Here we find out 137 milligrams. That we required, actually we required 135 to 145. But in this blood, how much of sodium is present? 137 moles per liter is present. That means this blood all report gives you in normal in conditions. Same way here you see phosphorus amount is 4.50 milligram per deciliter is present. But actually how much we required? 3 to 4.5. That means here which materials are extra is present? 1.5 milligrams per deciliter phosphorus is extra is present. Same time you may see bilirubin. How much is present? 0.70. Actually we require 1 to 0.8. That is in normal conditions. But albumin you see here, they are present in 4.60 grams per deciliter and we require 3 to 5 only. So this one also in normal in conditions. So which amounts are extra is present in our blood? Cholesterols are extra is present. That is actually we required 150 to 200 milligram per deciliters, but here 221 milligrams are present. Means more 21 milligrams are extra is present. So here you see uric acid is formed 7.50. Actually we required 3 to 5 milligrams only. So it is necessary to remove this material from our body. Like creatinine also. Actually we required 0.6 to 1.5. But here in our blood 2.8 milligram is present. So it is necessary. What are the extra materials are formed in our body? It is necessary to remove outside. As I said, no, this all extra material is necessary to remove to maintain the homeostasis condition, that is steady condition of your body. So here you see number of material which are in extra amount, it is necessary to remove it only. Let you see here, if you collect the urine sample and you may analysis the urine sample, you find out here in a 24 hours the protein is available 90 milligram per day and we require more than 100 milligrams are required. Same time in a 24 hours creatinine is required, 2.7 is available, but we required 1 to 2 milligram per day. That means this creatinine has to be removed from your body. Same way in a 24 hours calcium is required up to 200 milligram per day, but here 305 milligrams are available. Same way phosphorus and uric acids. Actually uric acids we required up to 600 milligrams only, but here 800 milligram per day is formed. So it is necessary to remove the uric acids from your body. Same way here you see electrolysis, that means salts. Electrolysis are nothing but salts only. In our body, what are the salts are available? We require sodium, potassium, then glucose, chlorides and urea. Let me observe here. Per day we required 125 to 250 moles per liter. But here sodium is formed 140, that is in a normal condition. Potassium 25 to 100 moles per liter is required. Here 50 means less only. Then osmolality, that is we require 100 to 600 moles per liter and here 180 only, that also shows you very less only. Same way glucose 50 to 80 milligram per deciliter and here 65, that also in normal condition. Chlorides are formed here 120 to 130. If the range should be comes in between 120 to 130 and here is going to form 128, that also a normal in condition. And urea, just you form urea is required to your body 20 to 30 grams per day, but here it's formed 35. Why this urea has to be maintained or urea has to be stay back? in your body for a osmoregulation. Osmoregulation is nothing but to make a water balance in your body. For that condition we call them osmoregulation. So for a osmoregulation, the urea should be stay back for few hours in our body to reabsorption of water. For reabsorption of water. After reabsorption of water from your body, the excess amount of urea should be excreted from your body. So here is given mg or moles, L, like that. The full form of M stand as a moles, M stand as a moles, L stand as a millimoles per liter, L stand as a liter. Here mm by L means millimoles per liter. Mg by dl, that means milligram per deciliter. Mg by dl means milligram per deciliter. So full forms of this you should be go through, because as a bits or for preparation of example point of view, the full forms also very important. When you read these tables, you go through these full forms which is given in your last slide. So dear student, from this class what we learn it? We learn it what are the different excretory organs in living body, and based on the excretory matter, how or what are the categories of animals, we learn it, and the definition of excretion we learn it, and we learn it what is the meaning of anabolism, catabolism, metabolism, and we learn it what are the product is going to produce during carbohydrate metabolism, at the same time protein metabolism. Let me discuss on the next class what are the main excretory organ in human being. Based on the today's topic, now I am going to ask you some questions. I hope you understand the topic. Clear? So my first question is, what is meant by excretion? So you should define it clearly. Next one is, what metabolic product released during carbohydrate metabolism? So you list out the product, waste product, what are released during carbohydrate metabolism. Define homeostasis. Define homeostasis. Next question is, based on the excretory matter, animals are categorized into how many groups? What are they? You list out. Next question, give examples of ureotelics. Why the body must be remove waste substances? So you should give reasons. Which chemicals are present in urine? So I hope you understand the topic, and you are very well to give the answers. Have you understand, students? So dear students, stay at home, stay safe, to be healthy. Thank you.